and gentlemen, welcome to Tarble Arena for today's CCIW men's volleyball match between North Central College and Carthage College. At this time, please direct your attention to the American flag located at the north end of the arena. It draped the coffin of Captain Frank Pfeifer, a former Carthage student who died in Vietnam in 1970. The flag is a gift to the college from his parents. In remembering Captain Pfeifer, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country and honor those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. And now at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts between us so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now the starting lineups for today's match between the North Central Cardinals and your Carthage College Firebirds. First, let's meet the Cardinals. An outside hitter, the 6'4" senior from Oswego, Illinois, number 6, Ben Williams. An outside hitter, the 6'2" senior from Wheeling, Illinois, number 7, Jared Moser. At center, the 6'6" junior from Greenwood, Indiana, number 13, Luke Schmidt. At middle blocker, the 6'9" senior from Bolingbrook, Illinois, number 15, Jeremy Cardenas. At outside hitter, the 6'1" junior from Brookfield, Wisconsin, number 16, Michael Shevs. At libero, the 6'2" senior from Rockford, Illinois, number 22, Parker Nelson. And at center, the 6'2" freshman from Swansea, Illinois, number 23, Will Padgett. The head coach for your Cardinals is Kyle Exline, assisted by Lamont White, Colin Escalalo.
Loyalty inside my DNA.
outside hitter, a 6'4" senior from Muskego High School in Muskego, Wisconsin, number 2, Mitch Geiger. An outside hitter, a 6'1" junior from Germantown High School, hailing from Colgate, Wisconsin, number 3, Drew Jansen. At setter, a 6'1 junior from Marist High School. Hailing from Oak Lawn, Illinois, number 11, Gene McNulty. At middle blocker, a 6'6 senior from Chicago Christian High School. Hailing from Tinley Park, Illinois, number 14, Zach Boltice. At middle blocker, a 6'8 sophomore from Lakes Community High School. Hailing from Lindenhurst, Illinois, number 15, Ryan Chalowski. At middle blocker, 6'7 junior from Wauwatosa East High School in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, number 22, David Marcus. And at libero, a 6'4 sophomore from Vernon Hills High School in Vernon Hills, Illinois, number 24, Jack McDonald. Head coach for the Firebirds is J.W. Pfeifer. Coach Pfeifer is assisted by Jordan Rosenberg.
No foolin'! Some of the best men's volleyball in Division III has been played here at Tarble Arena in Kenosha over the past few years, and this April Fool's Day will be no different. But if you think the Carthage Firebirds are in for some lame joke of an opponent today, you will be the one fooled. The back-to-back defending national champions are staring down the prospect of not even winning the CCIW regular season title this year, as the North Central Cardinals, led by a coach quite familiar with Tarble's parquet in Kyle Exline, have used the momentum from their first ever NCAA tournament appearance last year to charge to the top of the conference with an undefeated record in CCIW play, including handing the Firebirds their first league loss since 2018 back on March 11th in Naperville. On blackout day here at Tarble, the question is if the Firebirds can make a perfect season turn dark for the Cardinals, or if North Park can turn off the lights on Carthage's hopes for a share of yet another CCIW regular season crown. From Tarble Arena in Kenosha, Wisconsin, it's time for Carthage Volleyball. Good afternoon, everyone. Dan Pfeifer with you today on the call as the Carthage Firebirds, back-to-back defending NCAA Division III champions and the 9th-ranked team in Division III at the moment with a 15-5 record and 7-1 mark in league play, take on the 6th-ranked Cardinals of North Central College, winners of 10 in a row with an 18-3 record overall and a perfect 8-0 mark against the rest of the CCIW. We mentioned that win streak that the Cardinals snapped for the Firebirds at Gregory Arena in Naperville, Illinois a few weeks ago. Carthage had won 47 straight conference matches dating back to February 28th, 2018, when, oddly enough, North Central was the last team to hand Carthage a league defeat. To give you an idea, both teams were in the Midwest Collegiate Volleyball League then, the MVCL, if you will, as that was before the CCIW even sponsored men's volleyball. That was also back when LJ Marks was the coach for Carthage, which means the defeat was the first for current Firebirds coach J.W. Pfeifer in conference play. However, that match is history, and this time the Firebirds get to take on the Cardinals in the comfort of Tarble Arena. You have to go back to April of 2017 to find the last time Carthage dropped a league match here at Tarble, and they will do everything they can to ensure their winning streak continues here today. Mentioned it is a blackout day here at Tarble Arena. As you can see, the Carthage Firebirds wearing black. They are on your left to start this match. Meanwhile, it is North Central on the right, and they will serve first. Serving it up first for the Cardinals is going to be Michael Shevs. 10 aces on the year for him. We are underway here at Tarble Arena. Quickly, just a little dump over. Opportunity for North Central to get on the board first. Little tap. Nice dig by David Marcus. That one looked like it was going to go long, but it ends up being the first point of the game for the Firebirds, as well as the first side out. So Carthage will get the chance to serve up 1-0. And with the first serve of the match for the Firebirds, it will be Zach Boltice. Boltice sends it over. Dig attempt for Marcus, but he can't get it to go, and that's the first point of the match for North Central. They'll get a substitution right away as Glenn Pliskota comes on. He'll replace Luke Schmidt. And Pliskota will be the second server of the match for North Central. Pliskota, straight to the middle of the floor. McDonald is there, the libero for Carthage. And that one will go long. Mitch Geiger and the Firebirds couldn't get it to go. And we will have our first point off service for either team today as North Central is going to try and get a service run going. The first set of the first match between these two teams, North Central was red hot. They hit 500 in that first match. Speaking of hitting percentages, that's going to be an attack error for Carthage and Drew Jansen as he puts that one into the net. And now it's 3-1 North Central with the early lead. Again, it will be Pliskota to serve for the third time in this run. Jump serve straight to the middle of the floor. Geiger is there. And that's going to be a setting error. Maybe a little bit of nerves out of Carthage early on in this one, going up against a team that swept them earlier in the season. Miscommunication, and it's 4-1 North Central with the lead. Pliskota again. Once again, it's Geiger getting things started for the Firebirds. Right in the middle, combine the block for Williams and Cardenas for the Cardinals. And North Central is hot again to start this match. It is 5-1 early on. We mentioned that 500 attack percentage for the Cardinals in the first set of the first match. Guess what their attack percentage is right now in this one? Agile move by David Marcus. The ball goes over his head out of bounds. That'll be a service error for North Central. And Carthage will finally get service back. 2 serving 5. Gene McNulty to serve for the Firebirds. On the counter. And they'll say that it was wide. Carthage trying to come back. It is now 3 serving 5. McNulty again. 10 aces on the year for him. To the middle of the floor. No one there for Carthage, but they do say that contact was made. Called from the tower. Point for the Cardinals. The slightest of touches at the net, and the result is North Central gets service back, up 6-3. Ben Williams to serve. Out of Oswego, Illinois. Nice set, nice attack, and Zach Boltice is on the board. He had 8 kills in the first meeting between these two teams. And he gives the Firebirds service back, although they trail 6-4. Drew Jansen to serve. Off the ceiling, and North Central cannot adjust. Bit of a low ceiling here at Tarble Arena. Opposing teams have to be aware. Long on the serve. But they do say that in the attempt to get out of the way, North Central made contact with the ball. Call it an ace for Drew Jansen. And we're back to tied at 6 in the first set. 9th ace of the season for him. High toss on the jump serve. That one goes long. No touch on that one. North Central gets the service back and gets the lead back in this game, 7-6. Jeremy Cardenas out of Bolingbrook, Illinois. Good rotation by the Firebirds. However, they cannot keep the ball inside the confines of the court. And now it's 8-6 for the Cardinals. Cardenas to serve again. 6 aces on the year for him coming in. Short on the jump serve. Big time attack. Ryan Cholowinski off the fingertips of McNulty. Side out Carthage. As you see Cholowinski head to the sideline, trying to work the crowd. New into the match for Carthage, Justin Jurdot. He'll serve it up for the Firebirds. To the middle of the floor Free ball for Carthage. Over on 2, and it works out of the back. Drew Jansen. Jansen with the line drive, and he finds an empty spot here on the parquet floor of Tarble Arena. We're tied at 8. At the net. Nice dig by Judot. Free ball for the Firebirds. Coming back the other way. 3 Firebirds there for the block. Marcus, Boltice, and Geiger among them. The entire front line for Carthage gets the job done and gives Carthage its first lead of the opening set. Quick substitution on defense for the Cardinals as we do see Luke Schmidt come back out onto the floor. Short serve. This time North Central is able to get it over that front line, and we're going to have a lift call against Carthage. Gene McNulty didn't like the call. Point for North Central. Back to tied at 9 in this opening set. Will Padgett to serve for the Cardinals. A freshman out of Swansea, Illinois, Belleville East High School. Some discussion between the far side official on the floor and Coach Kiekeffer. He didn't like the lift call. In a match like this, he might be pleading for some leniency. 2 teams ranked in the top 10. Not going to get any sympathy from the officials. David Marcus off the outstretched arms of the Cardinals. They can't keep it within the confines. Carthage takes the lead back in the first set, 10-9. After getting the kill, Marcus gets to serve it up for the Firebirds. High toss. Controlled in the middle by North Central, but they can't get it to go. Coming back the other way, and it's Marcus! Off the forearms of the libero Nelson, and he just sends it into the ceiling over the seats. 11-9, the Firebirds with the lead. Biggest lead of this first set for Carthage thus far. Once again, it'll be Marcus to serve. 19 aces on the year for him, second only to Schmidt on the Firebird roster. Into the middle, make it 20! David Marcus! Timeout, North Central! Just like that, the Carthage Firebirds go up 3, 12-9 in the opening set. This is Carthage Men's Volleyball. Back with you from Tarble Arena, where the Carthage Firebirds have a 12-9 lead in the opening set over the Cardinals of North Central. Early on in this contest, neither team hitting particularly well. Carthage 154, North Central 125. 6 assists already for the Cardinals. But Carthage getting creative with the attack and getting the job done at the net as well early on. Back to the action, Marcus resumes with service, and that'll be a service error. Side out. North Central serve. Jared Moser will serve it up for North Central. He is the reigning CCIW Hitter of the Week. Numerous players on both sides, highly decorated in this match between, again, 2 top 10 teams nationally. Slamming it down for the Cardinals, Luke Schmidt. From this far side of the floor, a right side attack, and it's good for North Central. They cut the Carthage lead down to 12-11 in this opening set. Back the other way, on the way up! Boltice able to knock it down from McNulty. Side out for Carthage with the 13-11 lead. Mitch Geiger serving it up for Carthage College. However, that's another service error for Carthage. We mentioned early on in this contest, it looked a little bit like Carthage maybe had some nerves in them, knowing they're going up against a team that swept them the first time they played them. A couple consecutive service errors now for the Firebirds, and the Cardinals looking to tie this opening set back up. Back the other way. Rejected at the net. Carthage will try again. Coming from the right side, that is well long. And indeed, the Cardinals have leveled the opening set at 13. Again, it'll be Michael Shev serving it up for North Central. Big toss. Off the net tape, out of bounds. Point, Carthage, side out, Firebirds. Substitution for the Firebirds. We see Cholowinski return. He'll replace Jurdot. And it'll be Boltice to serve for Carthage. Again, he had 8 kills in the opening match between these two teams. That led Carthage in what was a sweep for the Cardinals. At the net, nice tip. North Central not able to keep it alive. Parker Nelson did everything he could on the dig, but the Cardinals just couldn't control, and Carthage goes back up to 15-13. Boltice again to the middle of the floor. On the way up, Carthage able to defend the tip. That'll be a block for the Cardinals. Schmidt and Cardenas combine. Schmidt will get to take a break after that block. Back to a 1-point match, 15-14. Ben Pliskota serves again. Coming back the other way, that's off the net, off the antenna, just about everything you can hit that you're not supposed to for the Firebirds. And the opening set is once again level at 15. Pliskota again. Right there to stuff things for North Central is Will Padgett. The freshman absolutely denies Carthage, and the Cardinals take the lead 16-15 in the opening set. Already 3 blocks for North Central in this opening set. Coming back the other way, that will be a kill for Drew Jansen. Jansen gets his revenge and levels the set back up at 16. Expect this whole day to be back and forth when it comes to that score on the scoreboard. 2 very evenly matched teams. Don't let that sweep in the opener fool you. Touched at the net. And North Central will get the side out as well as the lead back in this set. As it's 17-16 now. Ben Williams. 1 kill in the match already. Big toss, big serve. Received by Jansen. Back the other way, Cholowinski no. Out the nets! Cholowinski and Marcus. Tied again at 17, side out Carthage. Drew Jansen to serve it up. 2 aces in the match for him already. Net tape. Great pancake by Nelson. And that saves it for the Cardinals as Jared Moser is able to deflect it off the Carthage wall, out of bounds, point and side out Cardinals. Did we not tell you were going to see some good volleyball today? Great defense, and North Central reaps the benefits. Tough set, free ball for the Cardinals. Near side, and it's another winner for Moser. Gotta be careful about him heating up. He had 16 kills in the first matchup and hit 419. Timeout, Carthage. It's North Central up in the opening set, 19-17. This is Carthage Firebirds men's volleyball. Back with you from Tarble Arena in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The Carthage Firebirds had a lead in this set, but their hitting percentage is at .045 right now. The number 6 North Central Cardinals currently hitting .267. And they will come out of this timeout resuming service with a 19-17 lead in the opening set. Already, we are seeing what the Cardinals can do on the attack. 2 players with 2 kills each for North Central. Over on the dig off the serve. And once again, the Cardinals answer. (20-17) North Central with the lead now. Once again, it's Cardenas setting it up. At the net, tip. They'll say no touch from North Central. It goes wide. Tried to avoid the block. Instead avoided keeping the ball on the court. And Carthage will take its second timeout just that quickly. North Central taking over in this first set. It's now 21-17. This is Carthage men's volleyball. It is Carthage versus the Cardinals, but the Cardinals are getting the job done right now. 21-17 your score. As North Central has taken command of this first set. Remember, we were tied at 17. Cardenas to resume with service. Over to the left side of the floor. Carthage with the answer. Cholowinski gets the job done. Side out for Carthage as they end that North Central run. That resulted in Coach Kiekefer taking both of his timeouts. Jerdot in, he serves. Middle of the floor, Williams is the one that receives it. Out of bounds off the block, Moser with another kill. And it's 22-18 North Central with the first set lead. Moser now with 4 kills in the first set. He leads all attackers in the match. Will Padgett to serve for North Central. Set up for the left side, and it's Bolt Ice. Side out Carthage. David Marcus to serve. The Firebirds have some work to do, down 22-19. David Marcus, a Red Raider from Wauwatosa East. Stumbled a little bit on the serve. It almost worked out for him, though. That's going to go around the antenna. Kind of had to fly forward to make that serve work, but it caught the libero Parker Nelson off guard. Couldn't really direct the dig, and there was nothing much the Cardinals could do, 22-20. Not sure if that was intentional or not. Marcus will try again. This time he gets a little bit more power on it. Backward set, and it works. Another kill for Jared Moser. He's having himself one heck of a first set. He'll get to serve it up for the Cardinals with a 3-point lead, 23-20. 2 points away from taking the opening set in this very tough environment that is Tarble Arena. Moser out of Wheeling, Illinois. He is a senior. Coming up is McDonald. On the attack, and it's good for Mitch Geiger. Firebirds needed that one. Geiger not only gets the point, he gets service. Carthage down 23-21. Geiger to start it up. Into the net, another service error. Set point, North Central. Just a plague of errors in this first set for the Firebirds, uncharacteristic for the back-to-back national champions. On set point. Off the net, and the Firebirds live to fight another day. Bulltice heads to the back. Carthage needs this one. Let's see how North Central wants to set up the attack. Receiving for the set. Bam! North Central, Jeremy Cardenas finishes it off. The first set goes to the Cardinals, 25-22. A dominant performance in the opening set for North Central. And they take the opener by 3. Mentioned the difference in attack percentage in that opening set. North Central hits 350. Carthage, 10 errors out of 27 attacks with 13 kills, just a 111 hit percentage. Also talked about the service errors there too. 4 for Carthage, only 2 for the North Central Cardinals. And that's a big reason why North Central takes the first set, 25-22. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will have second set action from Tarble Arena in Kenosha. This is Carthage Men's Volleyball. As you can see, live.carthage.edu, next Saturday will be Senior Day here at Tarble Arena. Check it out right here on YouTube or the Carthage Athletic website. 3 o'clock will be the start time for that one, as the Carthage Firebirds look to honor their senior class. The first set goes to the North Central Cardinals by the final score of 25-22. And mention some of those first set statistics, as North Central showing off their prowess when it comes to that hit percentage of 350 in that opening set. Moser hit 833, 6 attacks, 5 of them go for kills. Carthage did have the service game going well in terms of aces, 3 of them, 2 for Geiger. However, they also had those 4 service errors, and that made a big difference as well in that opening set. Firebirds will look to clean some things up as they will hit back towards our broadcast position. You see them on the near side of the floor right now. We are positioned facing north on the south corner of Tarble Arena here. Dan Pfeifer with you on the call this afternoon as the Carthage Firebirds have now lost all 4 sets they have played against North Central this season. And remember, this is a Carthage team that was able to get a victory against the #1 team in the nation earlier this year to add to all of the accolades that they have gotten over the last couple years. On Ring and Banner Night back on February 10th, they got that victory against Stevens. Took 4 sets. But for whatever reason, North Central has been the Firebirds' kryptonite thus far here in 2023. And once again, trying to avoid their first conference loss here at Tarble Arena since the year 2017. Back to the action. Firebirds to start second set with service. Comes out of Geiger's serve at the net. A little bit wide off the arm of Bulltice. Another attack error for the Firebirds. And once again, North Central will have service. They'll take the 1-0 lead in this second set after capturing the first set by 3. Ben Pliskota comes on to make the first serve of this set for the Cardinals. Little floater towards the middle of the floor. Great diving dig for Moser. However, a free ball for the Firebirds. And they will take advantage as Bulltice gets it off the fingertips and makes it even at 1-1. Boltice gets the serve as reward for that kill, the first of the set for the Firebirds. We'll take a deep breath. Low toss, tried to go towards the near side, and that is yet another service error for the Firebirds. Carthage maybe just trying too hard on these serves. Fifth service error of the match for Carthage. Again, uncharacteristic for this Firebird team. Ben Williams set the serve for North Central. He'll go with power, and he has too much of it. Well long, a service error for the Cardinals. And it goes back to the Firebirds with the score tied at 2-2. Ryan Morey out there now for Carthage. He'll serve it up out of Redwood City, California. Tough back set. Trying to save it, Carthage. It'll go off the ceiling and into the bench. Hey, give some credit to Parker Nelson there, the libero for the Cardinals. Tyler Donovan is the one that does most of the work when it comes to being the quarterback for the Cardinal offense, but Nelson with a good set. And that helps North Central get the side out. Serve this time for Cardenas. Nice tip at the net for David Marcus. It's good to be 6'7". Marcus used all of it to give Carthage service back. Drew Jansen to serve. 3-3 here in the second set. Big jump serve goes long. Yet another service error for the Firebirds. That has been their bugaboo today. Back out there for North Central, Luke Schmidt. He'll take the place of Pliskota. Will Paget to serve for the Cardinals. At the net. Coming back the other way. Nice dig. Tipped. Out of control. They're not going to say 4 hits. A bit of a surprise. Now, finally, we do get the whistle for the 4th hit. A little bit of a delay to give that 4th hit call. Everyone on the Carthage side disappointed at first that the 4th hit wasn't called for. But it looked pretty clear as though there were 4 hits on that play. Conversation between the captain, Paget, and the referee. He will go over and pass word back to Kyle Exline, the North Central coach. It remains Carthage's point. Ty Martin, or correction, Justin Jurdot to serve it up for the Firebirds. That's Moser. Goodness knows he's had a great match thus far, and he keeps it going in the second set. Side out, North Central. Moser will serve now for North Central, adding to his kill total on the day. Just an all-around great player, Moser. Another great take for Nelson. Free ball for the Firebirds, though. At the net. Big-time hit for Boltice. He led the way with 8 kills in the first match between these two teams, and he gets it done there. Back to level at 5. David Marcus to serve it up for the Firebirds. Mentioned that he's out of Tosa East. He is a junior. Takes his time before he goes with the big toss. And yet another service error for the Firebirds. This was not the theme of the day that we wanted to talk about coming into this match. Carthage has just struggled when it comes to the service game. Michael Shevs next up to serve for North Central. Big toss, big hit, middle of the floor. Geiger's the one with the dig off of the serve. Good dig coming the other way, and it pays off for North Central. This time it's Ben Williams with the kill. Williams didn't appear in the first match between these two teams, but he takes advantage in this one, and it's now 7-5 North Central. Chevs again. Over off the dig, back the other way. This time it goes Carthage's way, Bullseyes again. And it's starting to look like maybe the Firebirds have found something in the middle of the floor there with Bullseyes, although he reaches back and he kind of checks his rotator cuff a little bit. He's been doing a lot of work in the middle for the Firebirds. Maybe that arm's getting a little sore from all the work he's doing. Mitch Geiger with service for Carthage. A warrior from Muskego High School. Senior this year. He'll be honored on senior day. Right through the hands and off the forehead of Will Paget. He'll have a laugh about that one, as that will be a ball handling error, and the second set will be back to tied at 7-all. That's not one that's going to go on Paget's highlight reel, that's for sure. Coming back the other way, right side, off the block, out of bounds, point and side out, North Central. Credit the kill to Luke Schmitz. Pliskota comes back onto the floor for the Cardinals. He will give Schmidt a respite, and it will be Pliskota to serve. Lofting serve, easily handled by the Firebirds. In the middle, that's an attack error for Marcus. You know the Firebirds are not intimidated by anybody, but maybe trying to do a bit too much against North Central today. Service errors, attack errors. A lot of things to clean up early on. On the dump, it's there for Morey. Ryan Morey. Sneaky, sneaky on two. Side out Carthage. Bullseyes to serve. Half the battle, it's felt like, has just been getting the ball over the net on services. Middle of the floor, Moser's the one to control, just tipped up and over. Opportunity for the Firebirds. Long set, trying to save it. Indeed, Moser does a diving dig for Carthage. Diving dig coming back the other way for Pliskota. On two, did he catch the nets? Yes, he did. Great attempt, and he knew it as he came down. The tape wobbled. Great idea, but he just didn't quite have the angle, and he caught the net on the way down, point to North Central. Ben Williams to serve. Coming back the other way, Jansen with the kill. North Central up 10-9, but the Firebirds with service, and it will be Ryan Morey to serve. Morey, just a freshman, out of Redwood City, California, giving the Firebirds some life right now. That'll be a block for the Firebirds. Cholowinski and Marcus combine. Moser runs out of luck and runs into the Firebirds' big wall. Even at 10 in the second set. Morey again. Once again, it's Moser, and this time, nothing to worry about in the form of the Firebird defense. Jared Moser, very impressive when he's got some room to run and jump. Cardenas with service for the Cardinals, who retake the lead in the second set, 11-10. On the line and in, an ace for Cardenas. Peter Thomas, the line judge over there, saw that one, definitely did catch the line. The majority of that ball inbounds. And call it 12-10 for North Central. But that's the end of the service run as David Marcus slams it down. Point and side out Firebirds. Drew Jansen coming back with service. He is out of Colgate, Wisconsin, although he was a teammate of Carter Schmidt at Germantown High School. On the tip, 3 Firebirds there, continue for North Central. Once again around the wall, Jared Moser. Carthage can't recover in time. When you've got 3 Firebirds up front and Moser is still able to find his way around them all, you gotta give Moser credit. Side out for the Cardinals, 2-point lead for them in the set. Luke Schmidt serving it up. Correction, that is Will Padgett, and give an ace to Will Padgett. Let's make sure we get his name right when he does something like that. Believe it or not, that's Padgett's first ace of the season. 14-11. The net tape kind. 2 blockers there, no worries for David Marcus. Point inside out Firebirds, they're down 2. But they do have the serve as Justin Jurdot will be the one to start this point up. Low toss, line drive to the middle. Moser on the right side this time, can't get it done. Trying to tip it to an empty spot on the floor, not there for the Firebirds. And once again, Jared Moser. Wherever he is on the floor, he is dangerous. Have a match, Jared Moser, my goodness. He'll serve it up for North Central, up 3, 15-12. Big toss on the serve. Nice dig for Nelson. Tough angle, but it's going to work for the Cardinals. Luke Schmidt had to work around the antenna, but he did so with aplomb. Timeout, Carthage. 16-12. North Central already winners of the first set, 25-22, and they're keeping it going right now. We'll take timeout. This is Carthage Men's Volleyball. Some of these numbers for Jared Moser are just obscene thus far. 10 kills on 15 attacks. That's a 600 hitting percentage. It's not often you see a guy who is that involved have that level of a hitting percentage, and we're only halfway through the second set. 16-12, North Central with the lead in this second set. They already lead the match 1-0, 25-22. In this second set, North Central hitting .571 as a unit, only 1 error. Carthage hitting a decent .316, but just can't keep up right now with this red-hot Cardinal team. North Central not leaving any room for error, although speaking of errors, Jared Moser proves that he's human and commits a service error. Side out for the Firebirds. Marcus, the junior, trying to do what he can to help Carthage out with the serve. Mishandled in the middle of the floor, but coming back the other way. That's how you take something that doesn't look pretty and make it look real pretty, real fast. Ben Williams with the kill. Point and side out Cardinals. Chev's back out on the floor to serve it up for North Central, up 4 in this second set after taking the first set by 3. Carthage needs something to get the momentum back. Diving dig, it'll work out for the Cards. At the net, the block is there for both Boltice and Cholowinski. Point and side out Firebirds. Mitch Geiger mentioned that he's out of Muskego. Know a few things about Warrior Volleyball. I do some work with the women's program down there. Susan Peterson off the ceiling, tough to adjust. Moser can't get it over. Nothing the Cardinals can do. Firebirds trying to go on a service run here. We haven't talked about that much today. They do love their sports down there in Muskego. They have been state champions in football a number of times over the last few years. Back in the other direction. Credit Jansen with the kill. This is the service run that we were looking for if you're a Firebird fan. The lead is cut to 1, 17-16 for the Cardinals. Although it's 16 serving 17 as Geiger continues with service. 10 aces on the year for Geiger coming in. Won't get number 11 here as Moser is there. Back set at the nets. And the kill is good for Luke Schmidt. Once again, Schmidt after the kill gets to take a breather as he will depart in favor of Ben Pliskota. North Central back up 2. Pliskota out of Manhattan, Illinois. I'm going to take a gander. That's not the most glamorous Manhattan in the United States of America. Drew Jansen with the kill for the Firebirds. And all of a sudden, Carthage showing some life. They don't allow the Cardinals to go on a service run of their own. And now Carthage gets to serve. Zach Boltice. Not much of an attack there for North Central. And once again, it's Jansen. He's starting to heat up. Tied at 18 in the second set we are. Starting to feel a little bit of energy out of the Carthage fans. In the middle, at the net, continue for North Central. On the tip. Could end up being a free ball for the Cardinals. Guess who? Jared Moser. Well, that's no surprise. He gives North Central the lead back in the second set, 19-18. And he gives them service back as well. It'll be Ben Williams. Williams is a senior, 6'4", 200 pounds, out of Oswego, Illinois. Off the net tape. They're going to say it was off the antenna. Point for Carthage. No use of replay today. I don't know about that one. That one looked like it maybe caught the word ball in Carthage volleyball the last time it's on the net tape there. Nonetheless, it is a service here. The Firebirds luck out, 19 all. Reaching back. Great save. Carthage tries to keep it alive. They're going to say that was 4 hits, though. Off the ceiling. They'll rule that was an under control contact. And North Central goes back up, 2019. Cardenas with service for North Central. My goodness, Jared Moser. Just a dominant force for this Cardinals team. Moser now up to 12 kills in the match, hitting .611, 21-19 North Central. Nice dig for Pliskota. At the nets, it's Jansen and Cholowinski with the block. Point inside out Firebirds, Drew Jansen. Carthage down 1. Jansen long on the serve. Oh, a bad time for that bugaboo of service errors to rear its ugly head for the Firebirds. They had gone quite a while without one. And as a result, they had been competitive for most of this second set. But now North Central has the 2-point lead and service. It's Tyler Donovan. He had 41 assists in the first match between these two teams. Coming back the other way, tries to get the dig here. Goes through the ceiling. Can they save it? Nope, around the antenna, out of bounds. Point inside out Firebirds. Moser did everything he could. But again, if you get the ball too high into the ceiling here, craziness ensues, particularly for visiting teams. Justin Jurdot comes on to serve for the Firebirds. Down one. Trying to force the issue here in this second set after dropping the first. Through the middle, and they'll say that went to the ground. Jared Moser, Carthage, not happy with the call. But again, Peter Thomas puts his flag down. Point and side out Cardinals. Moser heads back to serve. Yet another kill for Moser, not that he needed any more of them. Back set, tipped at the net, and it works for the Firebirds, David Marcus. 23-22. Marcus to serve. Had an ace in the opening set. Big deep breath for the Red Raider. Sends it into the middle. Moser with the dig. Right side. Off the net tape. Carthage able to save it. But back the other direction. It's Ben Williams. Off the dig. It goes through the ceiling and into the stands. Set point North Central. And back to serve for the set will be Michael Shevs. 25-22 was your score in the first set. Dig for Moser. Can North Central save it? Moser at least able to get the free ball. At the net. Moser again with the dig. Moser coming out of the back into the net. That's an error. Carthage stays alive for at least one more point. Mitch Kiger's going to have to go on a service run. In for the Firebirds, Jurdot. But before he comes onto the floor, we will have a timeout taken by the Cardinals. 24-23, North Central leading Carthage in the second set after taking the first set 25-22. But Carthage will try and keep their dream of winning the second set alive after we return. The North Central Cardinals have 26 kills in the match thus far. 14 of them belong to Jared Moser. He is far and away the top attacker in the match thus far. However, the score that matters is the one that's on the scoreboard in big numbers. North Central does have the advantage right now in the second set, 24-23 after taking the opening set, 25-22. But Carthage has service and will try and keep this set alive. It's Kiger to serve. Into the middle. Sent over. Great diving dig to keep the set alive. Coming back the other way, Marcus. Blocked at the net. Trying to tip it. We'll get a continuation. We'll get a net call, and that will give the set to North Central. Oh, and the disheartened look on the face of the Firebirds. They can't believe it. A net call ends the second set, 25-23. J.W. Kiekeffer understandably having words with the floor official on the far side. That is a tough way to have a set come to an end. On a chaotic final point, it is a net violation that hands the point to North Central. And it didn't look like it was that much of a touch. All you have to do is make a little bit of contact. You see the replay right there. Tough call. Tough call. But the second set does go the way of the Cardinals. 25-23. And they lead the match 2-0 after taking the opening set 25-22. Well, Carthage has to catch their breath. They do head back to the locker room for intermission. But ultimately, when you look at this match, while you can make the case that that 1 point going the other direction definitely would have kept Carthage in it in the second set, ultimately, even though North Central has only won the first 2 sets by a combined 5 points, North Central has looked like the better team thus far today, mostly because Jared Moser has looked like the best player on the court today. 14 kills on 21 attacks. He does have 3 errors, so he's hitting .524 on the day. Still, that's one heck of an attack percentage for a guy who has been the main focus for this North Central attack on the day. On the other side, you have 2 Firebirds leading the way with 7 kills, both Jansen and Marks with 7 each. However, that attack percentage in the second set for North Central, they boosted their attack percentage to .419. They're hitting .392 in the match. Meanwhile, Carthage did hit .379 in the second set. They improved on some of their issues in that first set. However, they're only hitting .250 for the match. Only 2 attack errors in the second set. Again, Carthage played a much better second set, really did hang around in the second set much longer. But you have to figure out a way to stop Jared Moser in the third set if you're going to hold back from getting swept today. Again, it would be the first time Carthage loses a conference match since 2017 here at Tarble Arena. And you'd certainly hate to get swept. You see some of the numbers on screen in front of you right now. Again, that hit percentage, .392 for the match for North Central. This North Central attack, there's a reason they're the number 6 team in the country, and there's a reason they have yet to lose in CCIW play this year. Carthage has done a pretty good job at the net. You see the 8 blocks for the Firebirds. But it's the little things. Again, it's those attack errors too. In that first set, Carthage just too many mistakes, and that kind of set the tone for the day. We've talked about service errors as well. You don't see the number on screen, but Carthage has had 8 of them in the match thus far. 5 for North Central, uncharacteristic for this Firebirds team that is usually so sharp, but today has just not been able to get it done when it comes to holding down what North Central has tried to do when they've had the volleyball on their side of the court. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have the third set as Carthage tries to extend this match and avoid getting swept in CCIW action here at Tarble Arena. This is Carthage Men's Volleyball. Want to say thanks to John Boynovich and the production crew up in the box. Doing a great job tonight. Sam Boyle, of course, Sports Information Director, part of the great sports information staff here at Carthage College. Dan Pfeifer along with you tonight. Been a couple of years since I've had the opportunity to be down here at Tarble Arena. I had a chance to do PA for one of the matches, the first of the 2 consecutive years that the Carthage Firebirds were able to win a national championship. Back in 2021, on the play-by-play mic with you tonight for the first time here at Tarble Arena. Wish we had better news for me to tell you, though, as right now the Firebirds find themselves down 2 sets to none, 25-22, 25-23. And again, the story of the night thus far has been the play of Jared Moser, hitting .524 with 14 kills on the night, double the number of kills of anybody else on the floor this evening. In the first match, Moser did have 16 kills, but it was Austin Scott who led the way for North Central with 19 kills in that contest. Moser did hit .419 in that first match. Always a threat, Jared Moser. And again, he is the defending CCIW Hitter of the Week. Good chance he's going to win that award again if things continue as they have for North Central. And North Central begins the second set with service. It was Shevs with the serve. Off the block, out of bounds, call it a kill for Marcus. And Carthage will begin the second set with the lead 1-0. Couple subs for the Cardinals. They'll send Shevs and Davis off, go with a little bit of a bigger look, as Marcus has the first serve of the third set for the Firebirds. Dig to the middle. From the right side, the attack is good for Luke Schmidt. Side out for North Central. Ben Pliskota to serve for the Cardinals. Kyle Exline, he was a graduate assistant, the head coach of the Cardinals, here at Carthage a decade ago. Long on the attack for Mitch Geiger. He knows this facility quite well. He has built 2 outstanding programs in North Central. He's also the coach of the women's team as the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead in this second set off of the attack here. 7th year as coach of the women, 9th year as coach of the men. Been the coach for the entirety of the men's program. Great pancake. Nelson keeps it alive. Long on the attack, though, for Moser. A rare air for him. Point inside out, Firebirds. Mitch Geiger to serve. Calm look on Geiger's face. If you're the Firebirds, again, you can't get too caught up in the fact that you've lost the first 2 sets. Looked tight in the first set, definitely don't want to be tight in this third. Maybe some miscommunication there, as it looked like there was an opportunity for Geiger to get that dig. Marcus reached out, perhaps unnecessarily. As a result, it'll be a point for the Cardinals. Ben Williams to serve it up. North Central hitting .389 for the match. Compare that to Carthage's .233. Long on the serve, point inside out, Firebirds. After getting the rest, getting to go back into the locker room, Carthage could definitely use this opportunity to show some energy. Bullties to serve with the match currently level at 3 apiece. Set, we should say. Guess who? Jared Moser. Off the block, out of bounds, point inside out, Cards. Have a match, Jared Moser. 15th kill of the match for him. Back the other direction. Credit the kill to Bullties. That has been the most effective play for the Firebirds during this match. Get it to Bullties in the middle, let him dominate. Last time I checked, the NCAA only allows 1 volleyball on the floor during any given point. Ryan Morey corrects that fact. Comes back with service. This time it's not there for Moser. Point for the Firebirds. They take a 5-4 lead in the third set, we should say. North Central continues to try and set up Moser. He does have 1 kill in the set thus far, but that's an attack error for him. That's not an attack error for Moser. That is a kill. He doesn't stay cold for long. Point inside out, North Central. Will Patchett to serve. Plaskota comes off. Schmidt gives the Cardinals a little bit more height up front at 6'6" out of Greenwood, Indiana. Patchett to the middle. On the left side, Marcus rejected. North Central at the net gets it done. They take a 6-5 lead in this third set. Patchett again. Wide on the serve, point inside out, Firebirds. Drew Jansen next up in the order for Carthage. 2 kills in the match thus far for the Germantown Warhawk. 2 aces, we should say. Another service error, though. Those have been an issue for the Firebirds today. Can't do anything with service if you can't get the ball over the net on the serve. 7-6. The Cardinals with the lead in this third set in pursuit of another sweep over the Firebirds. Marcus with the kill. From south to north, David Marcus leads the way for the Firebirds with 9 kills in the match. Had 7 kills the first time these 2 teams met. Jurdot's service error. Too many of those today for the Firebirds. Chev's back for service again for the Cardinals. 8-7 your score, North Central. Neither team able to assemble a service run thus far in the third set. Up and down for Boltice. That'll give Marcus the chance to serve with the match even at 8. Boltice now with 6 kills on the day. Marcus with the big toss. In the middle, it's Cardenas. North Central hasn't had to rely a lot on their secondary options today because Moser has been doing so much of the work. You can forget about a guy like Jeremy Cardenas, 6'9", 200 pounds, out of Bolingbrook, Illinois. This time it's Pliskota with the serve. Second option, can't get it done. Near side, it's Ben Williams. Speaking of secondary options. All of a sudden, some of the other North Central Cardinals getting in on the fun. Well, that one's going to be the long service here for North Central. Carthage gets the serve back, although they find themselves down a point, 10-9. Mitch Geiger. Jump serve. Call it an ace. First ace of the match for him. Fourth of the day for the Firebirds. That is the one stat that Carthage has pretty much had the advantage the entire afternoon. Another good serve, dump on 2. Carthage able to handle. They go with the dump on 2 in return. However, North Central is able to adjust. Not there for Boltice. Tough play on defense off the ceiling. Free ball for North Central. Long rally, but as has happened so many times today, Jared Moser brings it to a close. Try as they might, the Firebirds just have not been able to handle the swing of the arm of Jared Moser. Ben Williams to serve it up for North Central, up 11-10. Service here, point inside out Firebirds. Ryan Cholowinski replaces Jerdot. Back to serve for the Firebirds, Zach Boltice. The senior from Tinley Park, Illinois. He'll be honored on Senior Day next week. Moser again. All day long, Jared Moser. And there's just been nothing the Firebirds can do about it. Cardenas with service for North Central. This time it'll be a kill for Drew Jansen. 12-12. Ryan Morey. The freshman been seeing quite a bit of time in this match. Continuation for the Cardinals. Moser wide on the attack this time. Finesse has not necessarily been Moser's game today. It has mostly been power. That time, tried to go over rather than through, and it didn't work for him. Carthage takes a 13-12 lead in this third set. This time there's contact off of Moser. He goes back to going strong, and it works for him. Point inside out for the Cardinals. Will Paget with service for North Central. Service here, point inside out Firebirds. Now we're starting to see North Central get a little bit nervy when it comes to these serves. Drew Jansen to serve it up for Carthage. Well long on that serve. You can tell that both of these teams respect each other when you see what they're doing with the service game. Moser having such a great match. Wall at the net for North Central. Connor Davis leads the way, along with Luke Schmidt. Davis, freshman middle blocker out of Carmel, Indiana. 15-14, Cardinals retake the lead. Moser again with service. Long on the serve. Jerdot returns, replaces Cholowinski. Jerdot will serve it up. Firebirds fans here at the pit trying to rally their troops with the third set tied at 15. Again, two evenly matched teams. The Cardinals, though, have just been a notch better much of the day. And speaking of a notch better, Luke Schmidt rises up and gets that kill for North Central. They go back up one in the third set, 16-15. Michael Shevs to the middle. Long on the attack. Marcus tried to work the angle. Couldn't get it down inside the far sideline. 2-point lead for North Central. Another try, and they'll say there was a touch. Give the point to the Firebirds. Marcus goes back to the well, and this time it works out for him. Marcus gets the serve. From the middle, it's going to be Cardenas. The serve goes back to the Cardinals. Up to 18-16, Luke Schmidt. Schmidt from the far side of the floor. Crosses over to the near side. Coming out of the back. Not there for Jansen. Out of the back again. This time it's Marcus. Carthage trying to hang on, down one. Mitch Geiger. North Central hitting .471 in this third set. Their hitting percentages have gotten progressively better as the match has gone on. Double contact. Point for the Firebirds, back to tied at 18. Looked like it came off the dig. Geiger again. Went for the dump, it wasn't there! Drew Jansen! 19-18. Firebirds with a 1-point lead in the third set now. That could prove huge. Well, long on the serve. Oh, Mitch Geiger maybe got a little too excited. Back to tied at 19, and the serve goes back to the Cardinals. Ben Williams. A little bit of a calf raise for Williams before he serves it up. Mishandled by Jansen, but they're able to keep it alive. Free ball for the Cardinals. To the near side. Moser, rare attack that he doesn't get a point off of, but that goes long. Jansen, too much air. Timeout, Carthage. .386 attack percentage for North Central on the day, .216 for the Firebirds. And North Central might be starting to smell a rare conference sweep here at Tarble Arena. They have the lead in the third set, 2019, after taking the first two, 25-22, 25-23. Let's take pause. This is Carthage Men's Volleyball. It's gut check time for the Firebirds. They find themselves down in the third set, 20-19, and there is no margin for error, trying to avoid their first conference loss here at Tarble Arena in 6 years. But this is a very good North Central Cardinals team, ranked 6th in the country, trying to send a message against the defending back-to-back national champions on their home court. Williams will resume with service out of the timeout for the Firebirds. Sent the other way, and Carthage is able to stop the service run for North Central. Zach Fultice is the one who gets it done. Fultice gets the privilege of serving after he gets the kill on that last point. Fultice, a senior who attended Chicago Christian High School. At the net, set up. Jansen with the block. Nothing for North Central off the continuation. Bit of a scramble. Is that going to get over? On one, not there for Carthage. Great defense for North Central. And Moser with the finish. Ben Williams all by himself keeps it alive for the Cardinals. And when Jared Moser is able to get a healthy swing, he puts a lot of oomph behind that ball. Remember that point as North Central gets service back up one, 21-20 in this third set. Marcus, the dig goes off the ceiling. Opportunity for the Firebirds. Dig for Cardenas. The Cardinals figuring out how to do it however they need to. Up to now 22-20. Conversation between Coach Kiekefer and the floor official. Nothing comes of it. Cardenas on the serve. Back the other way, it's Jansen. Point inside out for the Firebirds. The freshman Maury, down one with an opportunity. To the middle it goes. Off the block, another kill for Moser. Tyler Donovan will serve for the Cardinals, up 23-21. Moser now with 21 kills in the match. Long on the serve. 23-22. Carthage down. They could use some help from Drew Jansen. Although Jansen is going to get subbed off. Easton Gavin will come in to serve this one up for the Firebirds. Big moment for the 6 foot, 155-pound junior out of O'Fallon, Illinois. They'll send it to the middle. Back set. Guess who? Jared Moser, far side of the court. Match point, North Central. Moser will get to serve it up, but before he does, Carthage will take its final timeout of the third set. An impressive performance today by the North Central Cardinals, and it'll be Jared Moser with the opportunity to finish it off. He has 22 kills on the day. North Central hitting 408 as a team on the afternoon, 440 in this final set. And after this timeout, they will serve for the match. 24-22 in the third set, with North Central up 2-0. This is Carthage Men's Volleyball. The North Central Cardinals, they have less than a decade of men's volleyball history under their belts, but North Central has an outstanding athletic program on the whole. You can hear the crowd get into it on the far side. They are hoping to be the first team in quite a long time to get a conference victory over the Carthage Firebirds here at Tarble Arena. And they'll get it with a service ace by Jared Moser. Your final score in the third set, the Cardinals 25, the Firebirds 22. North Central wins in a sweep. The first team since 2017 to win a conference match on the road here at Tarble Arena against the Carthage Firebirds 25-22, 25-23, 25-22. The sets might have been close score-wise, but make no mistake, this was an impressive performance by the North Central Cardinals today. Jared Moser, 22 kills, a 457 hit percentage, and he finishes it with aplomb with his first and only service ace of the day. Goodness me, North Central, an impressive showing today for the Cardinals. They are hooping and hollering as they head over to celebrate with their fans. Oh, by the way, that does clinch the CCIW regular season championship for the North Central Cardinals with that victory. They still have to get a win in their final match in order to go unbeaten through conference play, but when you get a victory like this, you can see exactly why North Central is happy with what they were able to do today. Final stats for you. Again, North Central hitting 408 for the match. They finished hitting 440 in the third set. Just got progressively better on the attack as the match went on. Carthage hits 225 for the match, 167 in the final set. The best set for Carthage was the second set in terms of hit percentage when they did hit 379, but again, you add it up, and for North Central, sharper on the whole today. You talk about those service errors. They ended up being level at 12 for the match, but they leveled out more so in the third set than anything else. There was quite a bit of the first and second sets where, again, the service errors were weighed heavily in the wrong direction towards the Carthage Firebirds. And on the whole, again, if you're Carthage, certainly you're not happy with the performance today, but you also have to give a lot of credit to these North Central Cardinals because they came out determined to play some of their best volleyball today, and ultimately that's exactly what happened. The Cardinals are down on the court right now taking pictures and celebrating their regular season championship. This will be the first time in the last couple years that the Carthage Firebirds will not be the regular season champions of the CCIW. You have to go back to the 2020 season, which was, of course, brought to an abrupt end by the COVID-19 pandemic to find the last time the Firebirds were not regular season conference champions. And for North Central, no better way to do it than right here at Tarble Arena against the back-to-back national champions in addition to conference champions in the form of the Carthage Firebirds. David Marks did leave the way for Carthage in terms of kills with 11. However, he only hit 167 on the day. Zach Bultice hit 400 for Carthage. had 7 kills. Drew Jansen had 9 kills and only hit 174. Again, that .457 hitting percentage for Ben Williams. My goodness. What a day he had. Diggs, Parker Nelson had 7 from the libero position for the Cardinals to lead the way for them. 7 Diggs for Marcus, the top number for the Firebirds. North Central now 19-3 on the season. 9-0 in CCIW play. Again, they will try and finish the season undefeated in the CCIW. Their finale will be against North Park. That will come next weekend for them at Gregory Arena. Jared Moser, again, we mentioned that he was the hitter of the week last week in the CCIW. The reigning hitter of the week, if you will. Pretty good chance he's going to take those honors again after a tremendously impressive day today. And you keep in mind, too, that North Central didn't have the services of Austin Scott today, who led the way in kills the last time these two teams played. He had 19 kills back on March 11th when these two squads met each other and North Central got the sweep at home. And North Central gets that sweep on the road, too, against the Firebirds, who will now have to regroup. You do see on screen your next chance to see Firebirds men's volleyball via carthage.edu, whether you follow us on YouTube or want to head through the website. They'll take on Augustana next week at 3 o'clock. That'll be senior day for the Firebirds. Certainly a lot to celebrate with this senior class, setting aside the loss today. You don't have a senior class that has won 2 national championships without recognizing just how great they have been for this Firebirds program. So make sure you tune in next Saturday for Senior Day as the Firebirds take on Augustana. Once again, 3 p.m. start time for that one. We are waiting on head coach J.W. Keekefer to make his way over to discuss this one. Might be a short discussion, of course, given the nature of this one and the fact that the Firebirds did get swept at home. First conference loss of Coach Keekefer's career here at Tarble Arena. Just a tough day on the whole for the Firebirds, but again, it's not so much that Carthage didn't play their best volleyball. I'm sure, again, there are a few things that Coach Keekefer will want to clean up from this match. We mentioned those service errors and perhaps improving upon that hit percentage, but you've got to give a lot of credit to the North Central Cardinals, and particularly Jared Moser, the 6'2 senior out of Wheeling, Illinois. And we saw it on both sides of the court as well today, too. From the right side, from the left side, you name it, he was able to get it done. And he created enough of a threat that when you went to somebody like Cardenas in the middle, it was just there for him. Carthage tried early in the match. They were putting as many as 3 guys up there to try and stop Moser, and he was still hitting it around him. Great day for Jared Moser, who making a case late in the season to definitely get onto that all CCIW team, but maybe even be considered for Player of the Year honors with the way he's been playing right now. Definitely doing the job at the right time for the Carthage Firebirds. Or excuse me, for the North Central Cardinals. With the loss, Carthage falls to 15-6 on the season, 7-2 in CCIW play. They will finish in second place in the conference. That was already assured. The only question was if they could rise up and at least capture a piece of that conference championship in the regular season to make it 3 straight. Unfortunately, that will not be the case with the loss today. They will have to try and play their way through the CCIW tournament and maybe get a third shot at this Cardinal team, although they're going to have to try and catch the Cardinals when they're not playing as well as they did today. North Central came out today as a team possessed. Kyle Exline has to be very proud of his team's performance here at Tarble Arena today. "25 digs in the match for the Cardinals, 19 for the Firebirds in the contest. Almost an equal number of attacks between the two teams, 81 for North Central and 80 for the Firebirds. But again, 38 kills on those 81 attacks. Or we should say 76 to 80, 42 kills for North Central. I had the wrong set of numbers in front of me here. Versus 35 kills on the 80 attacks for Carthage. Ryan Morey had 20 assists in the match. Didn't see as much of Gene McNulty as maybe we thought we would today. That might have hurt the Firebirds as well. McNulty only started the first set, and then we saw Morey the rest of the match. Might be a good question to ask Coach Kekaffer after this one gets done. The freshman Morey getting some good experience today against a very talented Cardinals team. 20 assists did lead the way for the Carthage Firebirds. Meanwhile, Will Paget had 28 assists to lead the Cardinals in this contest. As once again, North Central gets the victory in this one, 25-22, 25-23, and 25-22. Again, still waiting on Coach Kekaffer to make his way over for our post-match interview. Certainly a tough one for the Firebirds today, but again, it's not so much that Carthage played a poor match today as it was North Central, and specifically Jared Moser. An outstanding day to be a North Central Cardinal. Again, 22 kills on 35 swings for Jared Moser today. When you're getting a kill on at least 3 out of every 5 attacks, you're doing something really right. He did have 6 errors on the day, 6 of the 11 errors on the attack for the Cardinals, but more than made up for it with what he did when he was at his best. A rare sight here at Tarble Arena. Blackout day here at Carthage. And unfortunately a dark day for the Firebirds as they end up falling to the Cardinals by the final score of 25-22, 25-23, and 25-22. And Coach Kekaffer is now here with us. Coach, first things first, always tough to lose a conference game at home, but you have to give credit to the Cardinals, specifically Jared Moser, number 7 for North Central. My goodness, what a match he had, hitting .457, 22 kills. It just seemed like whatever you tried to do defensively, you couldn't stop him.
Yeah, is this thing on? Sorry, it was kind of crackling. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good, Coach.
Awesome. Yeah, you know, we knew he was going to get set a lot of balls, and I actually thought we made some good adjustments there late on him. He had 830 something in the first set, and he ended up hitting 430 something. So I think we got better against it as the match went on. We made 2 really good calls late. We just didn't block the ball, and Jared took advantage of the opportunities he had, and then gets the tape ace to win it. So kill ace, credit to him. He's a phenomenal volleyball player and somebody who's had a phenomenal career for them, and been somebody who they rely on a lot. So I coached him when he was 16 years old, so it's really cool to see him, flourish and do his thing, and he's a really special young man, so happy for him. We just got to do a little better against him, even just a little better, right? 22, 23, 22, and we lose those sets, and he's hitting 457. So we just do a little better against him, we win that match. And so we'll take a look at the video, and got to win our way to get to them, but hopefully we can win our way to get to them in the CCW final.
Yeah, they end up winning the CCIW regular season championship, clinching it today. They're now 9-0 on the season. On your side of the net, Coach, it seemed like you came out maybe a little bit tentative early. Some of the service errors in the first set seemed to be a little bit costly at the end of things. You clean it up as you go along, but again, it just seemed like North Central was the more comfortable team out here today.
You know, we only made 4 service errors in that set, so I don't think it was a service errors. It was our 10 attacking errors that hurt us in the middle of that set. And I mean, timely misses, right? I think we missed maybe the last 2, so timely misses instead of getting back into it. But, you know, you got to stay aggressive, got to take some cuts, and, you know, I'd like to see those go in to give us a chance to win it. But you got to stay aggressive and see what happens. You know, would like to see that last serve miss off the tape, too, if we miss off the tape. But tough luck. We haven't had a lot of things turn our way this season. We've been so close to making some good plays and some big moments and just haven't made things turn. So we're close. We're going to keep battling, and we're going to see what happens.
You mentioned tough luck. Talk about the net violation at the end of the second set there. Looked like it was really close, but all you got to get is a little bit of it, right?
Yeah. Tail of the season. You know, we can't catch a break. And then in the third set, the same thing happened and they don't call it. So we can't catch a break. You know, good karma's got coming our way. If you can't catch a break early, you're going to catch a break late. So I thought our serve receive was just a little bit up and down. Really proud of the way, you know, Zach Boltice and Ryan Chilowinski played offense today. Collectively, they hit 500, 600. Really proud of them. I thought they made some really good block touches as the match went on. You know, 5 blocks is a decent number. I think we can get better than that. We had some opportunities to do it. You know, 7 big digs there by David, doing a nice job in the backcourt, keeping us going. And I thought Justin Jurdot, you know, came off the bench and made some good digs for us in some big moments and served the ball well. Where's his dig column? Number 9. You only got 2, so you know, I thought he had a couple more opportunities at it. But you know, I thought Drew Jansen took some opportunities. There was that play where he took a second contact swing and scored a point, gave us some big energy. So it was awesome. It was awesome to see ourselves do the right things today offensively as the match wore on. We just got to do a better job in the backcourt with our block to take advantage of some opportunities that they're giving us.
And hey, wanted to mention the opportunity today for Ryan Morey. He gets the start in the final 2 sets.
Yeah.
You go with him at the setter position a little bit more than Gene McNulty. A good day for him. He ends up getting 20 assists on the day. It looked like he had some good time out on the court.
Yeah, no, you know, he's a really nice player for us. I think all 3 of our setters right now, Joe Kolwitz, Ryan Morey, and Gene McNulty are doing some really good things for us, and they're pretty elite in the setting position. So really proud of them and how they battle every single day. You know, we just need to make an offensive change with the 10 attacking errors. Nothing on Gene there. We just needed to make a change with how many attacking errors we made there. You know, and we had to steady in and serve receive. I thought, you know, Jack McDonald and Drew Jansen did a pretty nice job all day. Just we had to kind of steady in and outlet balls landed the seams as much as we did there in that match.
Last question for you, Coach. Senior day coming up against Augustana. Obviously, you want to finish strong, bounce back from this one, right?
Yeah, really excited to celebrate Zach Boltice, Mick Bernovskis, and Carter Schmidt. Really proud of what they've done for our program, and obviously 2-time national champions. So pretty special young men in their own right. They're all going to go on and do some amazing things with their careers, and I've been just so incredibly lucky to get to coach them over my entire career and be a part of their lives and to hopefully make them better men, better people, most importantly. So love all 3 of those dudes and love getting a chance to get to mentor them and coach them and be around them every single day. I'm going to miss that part. It's just being around them every single day and hoping that, you know, we can teach them something along the way about life. So yeah, love those 3 and thank them for all they've done for our program. And it's not over. We got a lot left of the season left to play. A lot left to play.
Conference tournament, you guys certainly are going to be lining up another appearance in the NCAA tournament as well. Still a lot you can do, still a lot you can get done. And Coach, you know, I know this is the first time I've had the chance to talk to you. I hate having the fact that you're going to associate my face with a loss here in this building. But,
I don't think you're the reason we lost. No, thank you for helping out today. You know, really proud of the way we fought today, and we'll find a way to get some wins there down the stretch. And you know, we're in the CCW tournament, and so life goes on. We've got a lot of life left and a lot of volleyball left to play. So hopefully we do a great job throughout the season. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
It's a good thing that it's an unfamiliar feeling. Coach Kiefer, thank you very much for joining us as the Carthage Firebirds fall to the North Central Cardinals today in 3, 25-22, 25-23, and 25-22. Well, that'll just about do it for our broadcast here today. Our thanks to everyone on the staff. You see it there, Michael Love, John Voinovich, all of the other folks involved with the staff, Sam Boyle, of course, with the Sports Information Department here at Carthage. My name is Dan Pfeifer. I'm saying be a fan. Thanks for joining us, and do be sure to tune in again next Saturday when the Firebirds go up against Augustana, 3 p.m. start time here via live.carthage.edu as they take on Augustana on Senior Day. One more time, North Central snaps the long home win streak for the Carthage Firebirds in conference play here at Tarble Arena today in a sweep. 25-22, 25-23, 25-22. So long, everybody. This has been Carthage Firebirds Men's Volleyball.